All right, the produce, I guess, that we have today is this cactus frond, cactus appendage. In Spanish, it's called nopales. And I've soaked it in a little bit of like antibacterial water to get the germs off so I can eat it raw. And it has emitted this like goo all over it, which I think is because it's cut on the sides and so it's starting to come out. You can kind of see that there. Similar to like when you cut open an aloe plant. Just like a cactus would, it comes with like pokers on it, needles, one might say. But the grocery store has kindly taken them off for me. If it doesn't come like that, what you can do is either take a knife and just go down the side like this, or even take a vegetable peeler. So I'm gonna eat just like a little portion of it raw and then cook the rest because people tend to prefer it cooked, is what I'm getting from the internet. Okay, so here's just like a little sliver of it that I've cut off. It's not that hard to cut through. The skin is really, really thin and soft. Again, slimy. Not so slimy. Like aloe, slippery. All right. So first impression is that slime has now kind of like coated the roof of my mouth. Sweetness is really not that sweet, maybe like a 2. It's definitely more of a vegetable flavor, and people use it like a vegetable in cooking. Sourness. It has a little bit of a sour kick to it right when you bite in. Maybe a 6 or 7. It's definitely not super sour, but it has some of that in there. Other thing, astringency. Not so astringent, just a little bit. It's like a very mild taste, very pleasant. Tastes just like very like general vegetable-y, kind of grassy a little bit. Texture, like I said, when you first bite into it, texture is kind of like biting into like a softer pear. Like it's just like a very thin skin and a thick flesh. But as you chew it, it gets really slimy and just like coats your whole mouth. So I'm gonna stop eating this raw one. I kind of hope it improves when I cook it because I'm not really enjoying it right now. I'm gonna rinse my mouth out. Like I said, the taste is not bad. It's this weird goopy texture, but I've heard that when you cook it, you want to cook it until all of that goop dries up. So I'm gonna go cut this up into little slivers, fry it up with some oil, and come back with the results. All right, I am back. I have cooked up the nopales. It took like about 5 minutes. I just followed some instructions I found online. I just put a little bit of neutral oil in a pan over medium, cut up the nopales into like the little shreds like I showed you, popped them in, put the cover on, and just let it go until all of that kind of goop was dried up, to the point where I was stirring it and I couldn't see so much gel anymore. A lot of people like to spice them. I thought I would do a little bit without any seasoning, just to keep it simple. And then I did salt and cumin on these ones, which I'll try second, but that's pretty popular, I think. This is not like the normal way to cook nopales. People like to shave it up and use it raw in a salad. People like to put the entire frond on a big outdoor grill and grill it, and that sounds really good. Unfortunately, I don't have a grill, and it's rainy season, so it's raining, so I couldn't grill if I wanted to. People also like to cook it like this, but mix it with scrambled eggs and make tacos. So we'll see. As you can see, when I cooked it, it got really soft, and it also got a little bit of a char on it, which I think is nice. I wasn't expecting that because it's pretty wet. I used coconut oil because it's the most neutral oil I had with the highest smoke point. The only other thing I had was olive oil, so. drastically improved in texture and taste once cooked. And that tasted pretty good raw. Now it tastes same sweetness, still very vegetably, not sweet at all, maybe a 2 or 3. Sourness has definitely gone down. That initial sour taste is gone, maybe a 3 or 4. It kind of has the texture now of like sauteed green beans, like where it's got like a little bit of a crunch, but it's pretty soft. And it almost tastes a little bit like when you grill like a full, like unshucked ear of corn, and it has that really kind of charcoaly flavor, or that kind of like grilled flavor. It tastes like that, even though I didn't grill it. So I think it like lends itself really nicely to being cooked. I could see where this would be really good grilled. Yeah, that goopiness is totally gone. And this is the one without anything else on it, and I really liked that. So now let's try the cumin one, which got a little darker just because I cooked it for like a minute or 2 longer to get the cumin incorporated. Also really good. The flavors go really nicely together. I think the salt brings out like a good flavor in the nopal. Overall, I would definitely eat this again. I would not eat it again raw, but I would definitely eat it cooked. I could see this would be really good in tacos or just cooked like this as a side. Yeah, that's it.